done. But once again, remember, let's put into cognizance that some of those who are applying that road or that route, no matter who and when at that point in time, may not necessarily be from this area. Yes, it's affecting economic activities, but have you thought about the emergencies that could be, addressed, or in the means or in the process of being addressed when that road was blocked? When the road was blocked, you had people who were coming all the way from Lagos, Abuja, who passed through that road, who couldn't move for hours. And it's not the first time. Now, it's a different scenario if, there's an accident. So you know that, yes, eventually maybe someone will come and maybe from the other side, they'll probably tow the vehicle or whatnot, get a crane or something. But it was blocked. The same thing happened when the LMA road was blocked. People complained. Oh, their pregnant wives couldn't get to the hospital. Oh, it was costing them way more money. Food and services, jumped up by maybe 50 or even 100%. Then you had, like I said, black market scenarios where you had, in quote, agberos, who were now, trying to make a meal from that poor situation. Yes, you could trace it to the poor infrastructure management and then development courtesy, or maybe we put the blame at the government, but it still gives rise to that question. If you block the road and someone is, just imagine on that express road, somebody was maybe rushing to go and meet his mother who was sick or something, and then the person is now at a standstill, can't move, can't do anything. Muriel is not cricket. Good morning to you, Muriel.
Good morning, Jude.
Good morning.
Jude, I really want them, in fact, I support them to block these roads. And blocking roads might even save lives. Especially this in Akpajo, or Eleme Junction, Akpajo and Refinery Junction axis. If they can block that road, I think it will be okay. I know it will affect us, Jude.
Really?
But let them block it. They are a risk to people's lives.
But Muriel, you are suggesting that if they block the roads, right? You're forgetting.
Hello?
You're forgetting that if the roads are blocked for whatever reason, right? Where people's livelihoods will be affected. People will not be able to get food and services as they would have if that road was open. Yes, it's bad, okay? But my question is, Muriel, my question really is, isn't there any other option? There has to be another option, because if I'm meant to speak legally now, you have to ask yourself, where does the right of the community start, and then the right of the, in quotes, other public users stop? I'm walking to this part of the road, and through no fault of mine, the road is bad. Then people come out and say, we're tired of this road being bad, let's block the road. All right, you have a right to express your grievance, no problem. But in preventing me from meeting my family, in preventing me from maybe going to work, I lose my job. All right? In preventing me, for example, from meeting up a client who should have paid me more money so I can fix my house, my landlord throws me out. Would I go and make the committee people say, why on a block road? Yes, they needed to protest. Lives have been lost. Damage to vehicles incurred. But is that the only way to express grievance? I've been o'clock. It's a wonderful Friday morning. It's a partly sunny, so there may be some sprinkle of rain later on. I hope that rain doesn't come when I'm in the market because I want to just dash in and dash out. That's my plan today. I don't know about you, but please make up your plans early. But whilst we're doing that, there's a very real scenario that could happen at any time. And I mean literally any time. Now, you living in Port Harcourt, you've probably had experiences of having blocked roads, maybe more than other people would like to have. Now, the issue about, fixing a road, let's say the road is bad. Lagosians, those of you who are in Lagos who are listening to us this morning, you probably know all too well that when the government says, they're going to work on this section of the Third Mainland Bridge, or they're going to work on this section of the Idani area, or maybe Ikorodu area, there's usually an alternate route. There is usually, a diversion, somewhere that you can use, or maybe even a caution. Sometimes they'll tell you maybe half of the lane will be blocked, and we've seen that in Port Harcourt as well. Okay, we've seen particularly when the bridges at Eliozu tank area were being constructed, right? That half of the road, talking about maybe a lane or maybe two lanes, will be blocked off, and then all traffic will be on one side, right? Just so that the work can go on in a bit to ease traffic, since there will not be any alternate routes. But in the case of a protest, and by the way, you have a right to protest, it's your constitutional right to do so. That's not what I'm talking about. But I'm asking, should there be, or aren't there any other alternatives to blocking the road? Because when you do block the road, as bad as the road is, right, it's still offering a medium of transit from point A to point B. If you've ever been stuck in a protest, you probably understand the frustration many of the road users who were stuck at the various points when roads were blocked in and around the Niger Delta would feel. It is vexing. It's even more vexing when there's no end in sight. My name is Jude. Once again, I'm asking, any alternatives?
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk.
Ikechi is speaking to us from Eneka. Ikechi, good morning to you, please. Welcome to Hello Port Harcourt.
How you doing? Hi, hello, Jude.
Good morning, please.
Anyway, on the topic of discussion, what I would personally say about it is that, protests are sort of the way of the people to express their grievance.
True.
And in this part of the world, you know how they handle things. There is a way we handle things in this part of the world that makes it seem as if we don't really value human beings like that, sure. But the thing is just, if the local governments were, let's say, autonomous, there would have been no need of having most of these protests going on. Imagine that an individual is driving towards a particular area and an emergency. Let's say the son or the daughter is in trouble and such a thing happens and they block the road. It will be very, very inconveniencing.
It is.
So, it will. But the thing is, there's no other way the people can get their attention.
But that's the thing, Ikechi. Are you sure there really isn't? Are you sure there really isn't another option than blocking a road to express your grievance?
Well, another option can be to meet the local government chairman or having a meeting with the governor himself and complaining that this is the issue that they are facing and that it needs to be addressed.
Okay. All right. So meet with the authorities directly. Ikechi, thank you very much. Zion is in GRA. Good morning to you, Zion. Welcome, please.
Yeah, good morning to you. I want to do the program and call the study of nations. And one of those topics we discuss is protest for the citizens to express their grievance, my brother, protest is not the solution. The truth is, most of us don't even know that this protest we are doing, blocking the road, you are infringing on another man's right. And they can sue you, and you go to jail for that thing you are doing. We don't know that. That is why you notice in most of these protests, the police will come and disperse them. Then, police, why are you doing this? You are fighting against us. We are protesting. It's our alienable right. No, sir. The police just saved you not to go to jail. That is what the police just did. Or not to pay compensation to certain persons that will be aggrieved. What can we do in place of protest? Now, before I get to that point, sir, from 1999 till today, mention one protest that gave the results. From 1999,
well, there will be people who tell you, look, that they've had successful outcomes from their protests. I am very sure of that, Zion. But now, but hold on. The real question is not just about protesting, because, like I said, everybody has a right to protest. It's in the Constitution. But the question is, what alternatives to blocking roads? There are other forms of protest that I'm not sure a lot of people are aware of.
One form of protest you can. One, down tools. Are you people working with this organization? Remove all your efforts. Get off the road. Go and sit at home. Don't come out to the street. Don't do your businesses. Number two, this is 4 days to the elections. From now, in your community, the cause of our problem, Mr. Jude, this is our problem. We need water in our community. We are going to contribute our money and sponsor you as our local government councillor. And this is our agreement. When you get there, provide it for us. Because of you as our candidate, we are not voting for APC, we are not voting for PDP, we are not voting for any other person, we are voting for you. Just what the Nigerian youth did in this just concluded elections. It was a protest vote. Let us be honest, our brothers were in APC and PDP. We did not vote for them.
Okay. All right. So you can down tools, you can change the narrative of your decision making. John is in Ada George. Good morning to you, John.
Good morning, Jude.
Good morning, please. Thank you for your patience.
However, with a few comments I've listened to, I want to also lend my voice to those people who are protesting. They should not leave that place. They should keep protesting. You are so right.
Well, John. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with protesting, right? It's your right. But the question is, isn't there another alternative to blocking the road? There are other forms of protest. So how come when these things come, everybody just also block the road? If Jude is angry that they've increased price, I'll go and block the road.
Jude, what have Rivers State government done to communities that block roads to celebrate burial and wedding reception? What have they done? You are not criticize somebody who is legitimately carrying out his right to go and protest. You are forcing that one, and you have not said anything about somebody who wakes up on a Saturday morning and block a major train. What have the likes of Zion and you done about? Have you said anything about it?
No, John, not to get personal, but yes, that issue of people coming on the streets to block road has been talked about. And people talk about getting permits from the local government and things like that. That's one. But yes, it has been discussed, and I totally agree with you. It can be upsetting as well. It's still the same thing, John. It's still the same thing. Isn't there something else to do other than blocking the road when you're protesting the state of the road?
What do they use are they using tire? Are they using stick like Paco to block the road? Or it is human beings that are protesting along the road? That is the question.
John, if you listen...
don't forget that before you do protest, you also write to police for protection. So for you to say police come and dispatch people from sending you to jail, that is pure fallacy. It's not true. You write to police to come and protect you.
Okay, all right.
So police does not have any right to chase you out of that place.
All right, John. Well, thank you very much. And just for clarification, we'll definitely. I think I should write this down as always, so I don't forget. Okay, all right. Write this down. So maybe we'll talk about this next when we have our legal conversations. How a protest should be, and when the police come, and let's totally understand that. After all, we are all here to learn. 92.3. Hello, Port Harcourt. Good morning, please.
Morning, Jude.
Good morning. Welcome, please.
Yeah, my name is Chief Comrade.
Welcome, Braid.
Yeah, Jude. I think we should not try to talk down people that are going on protest. Protest, what does protest mean? Protest is to press on, to demand what the people needed, that the government are supposed to do for them, that the government is not doing. Now, as I speak with you, today is Friday. Go to Niger Street. Go to Victoria Street. The street will be locked down with these Muslim brothers, blocking the whole road. What has the government done concerning that? The truth is that when people are protesting, the police or whosoever be the security agency supposed to give them protection. It's not good there to bully on the people. If the government is really doing the needful, I don't think people will come out to protest. There will be no need to protest because the government is not using the taxpayers' money the way it's supposed to have been.
Okay.
Look at that Indiama road. Look at that road. After the flood, is it not wise for the government to quickly intervene and take care of that place? So for me, protest is really needed, and people should call.
But Braid, once again,
there should be protest.
Braid, hello. Once again,
I'm with you.
Yes, I'm not saying people should not protest, but I'm saying in the process of the protest, okay, should blocking the road be the only option? That's the real question. Nobody's saying you can't protest. Austin is speaking to us from Choba, and we have Christian in Jobel on the line. Austin, please go on. Thank you very much.
Sergeant, good morning.
Good morning, please.
See, the way I see this protest, I'm saying that it's the only way we can get answers, or we can get to see our leaders. See, there was a time I was part of one protest that we planned. Before the protest, we were like writing. The time we went to the office, we were standing outside. There was no result, nothing. So we were so angry that we just have to go out and block everywhere and no movement. In less than 4 hours, this is something that we had been begging them for a very long time to do. We started getting reports. We started getting calls from different places.
Interesting.
So protest, any protest they are doing now,
you have to block the road.
Just about our government. If they are doing well, they answer to our cry early. You won't see any protest. There will be no case. Then when they are just playing the deaf ear, this people are not serious. So that's why you see people coming out blocking. We know that they like doing it because there's risk involved. But they just have to do it so that they can get results. Okay, look at the one that happened in Port Harcourt at this road that is very bad at if you are going to Yemi.
Yeah, yes.
No answer.
Okay.
Then when they block the road for some days, they try doing something.
Christian is in Job. Good morning to you, Christian. Thank you very much.
Jude, good morning.
Good morning, please.
The protest is very, very important, Jude. But the only thing in our country, the start of the process, the agent that you are ready to protect the system. Normally, on the protest, police is supposed to guide you, direct you. Even if the road will not be totally blocked, they can make a way for those who want to pass. But their protest will be registered. But before they will say intelligence reports, and they disorganize everything. Sometimes protests are in Nigeria because the engine is very, very, very
not encouraging. Okay, you know our protest last time at that element was that Akpabio made a statement and he doesn't feel it. But now you can imagine that he's not being crowned to be a Senate president. Understand me? The man who's supposed to hear our cries long ago, he failed to do so, but he's now about to be rewarded in the same system. So I don't know what next to do.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Bright is speaking to us from Eneka. And after that, I'll get to read some messages on our platforms. Good morning to you, Bright. Welcome to Hello Port Harcourt.
Hello, Jude. How are you doing?
Very well. Thank you for calling, Bright. Pleasure to have you join us.
Jude, you see, there are alternatives to protests. Number one is peaceful protests, where people can raise placards without causing any violence and saying that this is what they want. Cars will still be driving through and the rest, but they are still protesting. That's number one. Number two is a total downing of tools. Everybody drops their tools and say that they are not interested in going on with work anymore. Number three is stay-at-home protests. Now, this would make the government to get up to handle some certain things. My brother, if you go to some of these routes are so bad. That I don't even blame the people for getting up. It seems this form of protest of blocking the road is the only one that can make the government to get up and attend to the issue. That is why we are still going. We are still going at this level. Protest seemingly has lost its meaning, but getting up to come and say for the likes of Zion that protests haven't profited anything. Okay, I'll give an example. For instance, there was a particular time in the oil industry years back when they didn't pay the technical heads and technical guys. They slashed their salary by 60%.
Oh, wow.
It was one man by the name Mr. Marcus that is also a caller on radio. He started that protest and spread it across several oil companies. And I'm telling you, to the extent the Minister of Petroleum had to get up and write a letter to these companies, thereby not just restoring their salary, but giving them an increment. So anybody comes to get up and say that protest like that does not yield fruit, has not even been in such a position. So these protests are the only ways to get the attention of the government to attend to certain things. It is my hope that most of the axes of this east-west road will be properly fixed and maintained. That's my point.
Yeah.
Bright.
All right. Thank you very much, Bright. So once again, if you just join us, let me be very clear. Jude is not saying that people should not protest. But the question is, in the protest, particularly when it comes to the issues of bad roads, is blocking the road the only way to protest? Isn't there another alternative? Apart from blocking the roads, isn't there another method to express grievance in the state, in your region, in your local government, or even in the country? We've seen residents, citizens of this country, block access to the international airport in a bid to draw attention to something that they are not happy about. Some will stand up and say, that's pretty good. Yes, the government has failed to respond to ABC demands. You know, the people want the bola and fish price to come down. They want free access to export bola and fish without too much of an encumbrance in form of taxation. Okay, fine. But does preventing Jude from accessing the airport to catch a flight for a meeting or maybe for holiday or maybe for even health challenges, is that fair on me? Is that fair on me? Is that fair on the people who would, regularly, use those routes for whatever reason? Is that fair? Igbani Joe says government IOCs respond fast when the roads are blocked, though there are other ways to express grievances, but relevant authorities will not act fast except you block or stop work. Interesting. Now, this topic needs no debate at all, but since you brought it up to the public glare, blocking the road is more than necessary, Jude, because that's the only language that this government, especially the federal level, can understand, so no one should complain. Everyone should join those blocking the road to show displeasure with the government. For instance, if the road leading to Onair is not blocked and let there be loss of revenue, and the so-called government will not wake up. Once again, all right? I understand that notion. It is vexing, to say the least. But if in the process of trying to seek redress, you cause harm, is that really a fair protest? On Facebook, Light says they think blocking the road is a bit... Okay, they think blocking of the road is a bit to get recognition. All right, fine. People want to get recognized. No problem. Now, one of our callers made mention that people can down tools, right? People can use other methods to protest. Now, what he's basically, saying is, look, you can do something else right now and block the road. You can be protesting on the road and still let vehicles pass. I've seen that before. That, ladies and gentlemen, is called picketing. 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 It is a form of protest in which people congregate outside a place of work or location where an event is taking place, often done to maybe prevent people from entering the building. But it's done to draw attention to something around that area. So maybe there truly is an alternative to blocking the road. I don't know. But I don't know. You think about it. Just think about it.
Are you up to date with ideas for